Be up, guys. Be up, guys. Welcome to the stream. The reaction to Bees 3. Bees 3. Geordie's 1. Yeah. Come on. Come on. And before I go into all this, because I am buzzing about all this, brilliant. I was almost going to be on a rant today because of what happened. We were 1-0 down, and I thought, here we go again. Because we were seeing the better team. Newcastle had hardly anything. Like one chance, they have Harvey Barnes fucking scores. And I could not believe that. I just could not believe that, guys. And, I thought, here we go. We're going to lose this game to a team that's struggling away from home. At Newcastle were. They got a bad away form. And they could have, I thought, we're going to give them their first away victory, which they haven't earned. They're not good enough for it. They weren't good enough. But we nearly fucking blew it again, the Bees. And I was angry. I thought, shit, here we go again. We went 1-0 down and, I thought, it's going to happen again. But no, the lads stood up and got us home. Brilliant victory. Absolutely amazing. And before I do carry on with all this, I'm going to apologise for being late here. There's been a lot going on out here, massive loads of noise, work going on and other shit. So that's the reason I couldn't actually come on at 5. And apologies not for notifying people of the delay. But all shit going on, so much fucking noise. It's no good doing this stream because all you're going to hear is all that fucking lot going on in the background. And no, I'm not having that. It's got to be a stream. I want to talk about this properly without all that fucking noise. And thankfully it's gone, they finished. And everything, because I'm obviously in my new place, which I'm enjoying. I'm loving it here. Being in my new apartment, it's fucking brilliant. And, its Wi-Fi is actually great. And, fingers crossed, I've said all that. This is superb, this Wi-Fi. Despite what happened initially when I came on, was it last week? I think, yeah, last week. Had a little bit of trouble with it, but it's pretty new. Obviously, a new ISP. And obviously, I'm not going to mention them. I'm not going to fucking advertise them, who they are. But they're one of the top ones, the top companies. And already seem better than the other fucking lot I had. The shit tossers, useless lot I just had. They're already a lot better than them. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get into this. Fantastic result for the Bees, Who knew, eh? The Bees are stinging the Geordies again. The Bees are stinging the Geordies again. Yeah, come on. Come on. Eagle Thiago, Eagle Thiago. Eagle Thiago, Eagle Thiago. Eagle Thiago. Yeah, brilliant. Sorry, guys, I'm so happy. I just, it's sort of revenge for us, Because last season, yeah, we beat them once, 4-2, and that was a great win as well. But then they started, doing us yet again, beat us in the Carabao Cup. That really annoyed me. And I'm glad we could do them this time. A team that are probably, supposed to be one of the big teams that are in Champions League. And we've done them again. We seem to do it. We seem to beat these teams that are in, big competition, giant teams, supposedly. The likes of Liverpool and United, of course, and all that. So, But, maybe it's time to bring Arsenal along, because we got them obviously in December. Looking forward to that. I'd love to sting them there at the Emirates. I really would. And Sunderland nearly beat them the other day. I was really wanted Sunderland to beat them. And that brings me on to this comment from Kev, of course, Sunderland fan. Buzzing, you battered the Mags, mate. Come on the bees. Yeah, cheers, Kev. Thanks for that, brother. Thanks for coming in, my friend, once again. Brilliant. And unlucky for you, I thought you should have beaten Arsenal. I really do. But 1-0 up as well. I really thought you was going to do them, and that would have been incredible. But Arsenal bored the shit out of everyone and come back yet again to 2-2. How the fuck are they doing it? They're fucking useless, let's be honest. And yet, they're top of the league. Yeah, but there you go. Imagine how great they'd be under a proper manager, though. Let's be honest. But yeah, well done, you guys. Anyway, you deserved the point there, I thought. David Hutchinson, hi, Mr. B, can I join you? I don't know, but not at the moment, David. Right, because I just want to get through this. And I know you're a Geordie fan. I mean, I could get you on later, near the end or something, maybe. But I just want to get through this, man, because I'm late as it is getting on here. So, yeah, Warren, again, congratulations on this massive win, mate. 3 points of top four, I think now. Is there a little charge incoming? But yeah, the problem is still got to be careful with what we say with all this, and be up to you, buddy. Thanks for coming in, Warren. Superb. Cheers, my friend, for coming in. But the problem is we still got to temper expectations, because, this is all good. We are beating some of these top teams, but then again, we hit the bumps in the road like Palace, Fulham, those sort of teams, and of course City. So we still got to be careful. We keep thinking we're going to lift off, we're going to take off and go on a massive unbeaten run and go really well, and then we're brought back down to earth. And that unfortunately will happen under Andrews. I think it's never going to be always a great, fantastic win, a display and win. And there's still things at times I thought we've done wrong. Bad shit against Newcastle, which we should. I hope we can iron this out, because for a start, Aaron Hickey is not a left back, and he's gone back to doing that. He's putting Hickey on the left. He's not a left back. Let's be honest, he's not. He's a fantastic, awesome right back, but he's never a left back. And the problem is, which I will go on to in a little while, Aya was out injured, although I don't like Aya there anyway. I wouldn't have him at left back. Maybe his best position, I would say, is probably as a centre back. Really, Aya, let's be honest. But he's certainly no left back either. Because the guy, yeah, he's tall, he's athletic, but he's not, I would say, quick as well. So I don't think he's got an amazing amount of speed. And he's good at heading it, aerial ability, fantastic for a guy his size. Of course, it would be, but he's been roasted too many times. He's been beaten too many times and made mistakes. So, in a way, I was happy he was out, albeit for an injury. But then I still wouldn't put Hickey there at left back. There's no way. There's no way you can put him there. And why Rico Henry? We got Rico Henry there. He came on and he was absolutely superb, by the way, when he came on. He was awesome, Rico Henry. So why isn't he playing from the start? I want to know, Keith. You're going to tell me, bro? I really want to know, man. Why are we not playing Rico Henry from the start? He's been called up by Jamaica, by the way, the Reggae Boys, into their squad, their team. He's that great, and yet we're not playing him. And you see what he done when he come on, incredible. I think that one where they could have scored near the front, near goal, about a yard or two out, and he come in, the interception, could have nearly put it in his own net, of course, but it was a fantastic interception where it looked all the world it might come to a Newcastle player and put it in. No, he got there out of nowhere and cleared it, got it away from goal. And Vandenberg cleared it up, headed it behind. So that shows how great he is, I think, Rico Henry. Yet somehow Keith Andrews doesn't seem to think that way. I don't know why. But there you go. Maybe he just thinks he might break down again. But you still got to, you can't keep putting them in cotton wool, these players. You've got to play them at some stage. And if he does break down again, that's how it goes, I suppose. But we don't want that. I don't want him injured yet again. He's a fantastic player, the same with Hickey. I want them to stay fit because they are brilliant. But he's better in that position. We know he's the best left back we got. And yet, Keith Andrews won't put him there. He won't play him. And I don't get it. So I'm not happy with that. There are other things. I still think we don't get to the ball enough. We don't get into them all the time enough. So many times we could have pressured Newcastle because they weren't great, by the way, Newcastle. They were a bit pretty poor, I thought, really. And what I thought we'd be facing, I thought they'd be a better team than this. I really did. But they are struggling away from home as well. But yet, they had one attack and they scored. It'd been all us, nearly, pretty much. And where's this when the great ball comes in? Damsgaard put in a fantastic pinpoint cross into the box, pass into the box. The goalkeeper parries it. Where's our players? Where are they? Where is everyone coming flying in to put that in the back of the net? They're not. They're standing there watching. And I just want them to be more alert. You know, come on. Do you want this enough? You know, okay, it makes it sound like I'm, picking them up, I'm slagging them off, and we won the game, and I'm being harsh on them. But that is how it should be. We should be really, really wanting to go in and get these goals, have the hunger, the passion, the greed to go and really be ruthless. I'm not sure we're always ruthless enough. We're not. We're the bees, we're supposed to sting. And yet sometimes we don't do it. We just don't do it. We're too, here you go, have this. We're too friendly. Come on, take the ball. You play the ball. We'll let you play. Go on. Do something, have a shot, do a pass. And that's not good enough for me sometimes, I still think. But no, don't get me wrong though, guys. I love the win. It was an awesome win, superb. And I still think we were the better team, let's be honest. Newcastle really didn't turn up. And I'm glad about that as well. But yeah, there's still things we need to be better at. And we're definitely not at the moment. And once we do, I think we'll be really higher up than we are. Lateness is greatness, or so they say. Yeah, exactly, Warren. Yeah. Steve, stop apologising. You don't need to do that. Well, thing is, mate, this is late. I wanted to be on here at 5, so I feel I needed to apologize. And the reason why I was a bit later, I needed to tell people because I didn't manage to put any notifications out. But, all that noise going on, there was just no way you were gonna hear what I was saying. So, Anyway, hi, you must be happy, Luca. There, yeah, be up to you, Luca. Hope you're well, bro. But I know you're pleased with Arsenal, and MK Dons doing pretty well, I suppose. Doing pretty well, aren't they? So you must be a happy guy as well. Yeah, because I am. I'm very happy with this. You know, I thought I was going to be ranting, guys. I really did. I thought I'd be fucking, going into one, kicking off, but no. It's all good. It's all good. Big up, yeah. Steve for stars in their eyes. Well, I don't know about that, mate. All right in the old karaoke, but I don't know about that. Stars in their eyes. International break boring. Yeah, exactly. Fucking is it? Yeah. We've got to go on one again now. But I'm glad we fucking won. Before that, that's brilliant. I'm happy to go to that with a win. 3 points. We needed it. After losing against Palace, and that was a bit disappointing. I thought the Palace game, wasn't happy with that. But yeah, this was superb. Emirates, yeah, well, you never know. You never know, Luca. We could go there and sting you. You never know. It can be done. Can be done, my friend. Definitely. Is Kev Sunderland fan? He sure is. A big Mackham. Thought he was Arsenal. So. No, sorry. No, he's not. No, he's not Arsenal. No, man. Only 4 points, Man City will win it. Yeah, possibly. I still think Liverpool, but then again, after what happened again with them yesterday, who knows? I mean, City really walloped them, didn't they? They smashed the old slot machine. They said, slot machine, hold that. Hold that. Fucking hold that. And be up to you, Manny. Be up Steve in the chat. Be up to you, Mr. T. Warren again. It's because the Manure League. Yeah. True. Yeah, a bit like Scotland, Warren. Farmers League. Yeah. And Manny again there. And Kev, let me say well done to you on a brilliant and well-deserved point you earned against us. We flattered to deceive. Yes, true. Totally agree. 100%. 100%. Agreed on Hickeys. No Dennis Irwin. No, that's right, Manny. You're right there, bro. He certainly isn't. But he's a great left back. Sorry, right back. Right back, I mean, not left back. I still rate him there. But, there's not that many that could be as good as Dennis Irwin or a lot of those other great left or right backs, So, but no, I think he's a great player, Hickey. But, he certainly, why he's playing him at left back, I really don't know. Don't get it. Clearly, the Magpies don't like to get away, and all times they want to go where everybody knows their names. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. Hashtag cheers. Yeah. That's true, Manny. That's true, bro. Yeah. Yeah. The Magpies are not making any noise, are they? No. The beaks are silent. Personally, I rate Steve Staunton slightly higher. Well, yeah, Stan Staunton was a quality player, no doubt. He was great. But anyway, I'm going to get into the articles now and talk about the game more now, obviously. Again, and let's get to this was about, obviously, regarding Christopher Ayer, why he wasn't playing. Although, as I say, I'm happy he wasn't playing, to be honest. Certainly not a left back anyway. Andrews issues IR injury update. Brentford head coach Keith Andrews has provided an injury update on defender Christopher Ayer. The Norway international was absent from the Bees' 3-1 Premier League win against Newcastle United at GTEC Community Stadium on Sunday afternoon. Andrews, Chris picked up a spasm in his back in training. Not good. But, as I say, he wasn't exactly missed, was he, in the end? Brentford head coach Keith Andrews has provided an injury update on defender Christopher Ayer. The Norway international was absent from the Bees' 3-1 Premier League win against Newcastle United on Sunday afternoon at GTEC Community Stadium. Chris picked up a spasm in his back Saturday in training, confirmed Andrews. He felt something a bit awkward and it wasn't great when he woke up today, so he wasn't in the squad. After Harvey Barnes opened the scoring for the Magpies, Kevin Schade headed Brentford level on 56 minutes. Igor Thiago turned the game around from the penalty spot before adding his second and the West Londoners' third in stoppage time. On defeating Newcastle in the final game before the November international break, Andrews added, "It was thoroughly deserved. It was an outstanding performance. We maybe edged the first half without creating too many clear-cut opportunities. I would say we looked the more likely. I would agree with that. We did, but still conceded, so it wasn't good. Half-time, going a goal down, I just wanted us to remain calm and focus on what we talked about before the game. There were a couple of tweaks on how we could improve things. I thought we were outstanding in the second half and our performance levels went through the roof." Yeah, totally agree with that. And let's get on to the actual match report. They're not singing now, are they, Steve? No, they certainly aren't. And now about those old cherry pickers, eh? No cherry pickers now, are they? They got walloped by Villa. Oh dear, what a shame. These so-called experts that like to think other teams might go down without even kicking the ball. Yeah. The old cherry pickers, eh? All they done was pick the ball out of the net, let's be honest, at the end of the day. What a shame, eh? Was there any singing about this? Oh, yeah, there was a few chants and things about that, yeah, definitely a few. I mean, I wasn't actually at the game, of course, but from what I heard, there was a few things being said, and not a surprise really. Let's be honest, what he'd done to us. So, you know, imagine if he had played, the warm reception he would have got, eh? Well, it shouldn't have been warm, and I would have booed, and I think a lot of people would have said things, and I definitely would have done, but not all of our fans are like that, unfortunately. Kev again, hi Manny, thank you for that, mate. Over the moon with the point against you lads, especially with the form you have been on. I hope we can keep up this level of performance throughout the season. Yeah, I hope you do. I hope you finish in the top 10, Kev. That'd be good. And the team not going down that's been promoted. Well, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? That'd be incredible. And I think you deserve it as well, because you've been brilliant, Sunderland. I really do. I think you've been amazing. And be up to you, Mel. Miss Mel in the building, eh? Hi, yep. Hello to you there. And hope you're happy with, the draw to get the point in the end. Because you almost lost, let's be honest. But But yeah, well done. Warren, again, they certainly are, mate. Very quiet. Perfect example of not counting your chickens before they hatch. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Warren, buddy. Definitely. And right, I'll get on to this other, obviously, the match report now. And we get into this. Right. Brentford 3, Newcastle 1. Thiago brace secures B's victory before international break. 3 second half Brentford goals see the Bees win 3-1 against Newcastle United in the Premier League at GTEC Community Stadium on Sunday. Harvey Barnes gave the visitors the lead before Kevin Schade equalised before half-time. Igor Thiago netted a penalty before completing his brace in stoppage time. Keith Andrews, it was thoroughly deserved. It was an outstanding performance. Yep, it was. It pretty much was. After a shaky start again. I won't go into that. Harvey Barnes gave the visitors the lead before Kevin Schade equalised after half-time. The West Londoners believed they should have been awarded a penalty. Oh, here we go. Well, we got to get into all this, of course. This controversy yet again with penalties. And that fucking referee, Atwell, was an absolute muppet. Terrible referee. And VAR, well, they didn't really help either, did they? Let's be honest. They were pathetic as well, VAR. That was a nailed-on penalty for me. A nailed-on pen, that first one. He caught him. He did catch. Burn caught Ouattara, no doubt. They might have thought it's not a massive touch, but he did catch him. He did catch him. You could see he caught him on the replay. And the Pratt didn't even go and look at the VAR, at the monitor. He didn't go and fucking have a look at all. He just went on their word that it wasn't. And, Burn was on a yellow, by the way, as well. And the thing is, right, Big Dan Burn is great in the air. He stopped fucking everything, comes up in the air airily. He will stop it. And that's at times he was winning everything airily against us. But on the ground, he's slow as fucking anything. He's a snail. That's why I don't actually like him for England, because I know he hasn't really got the pace. And he was found wanting there against Ouattara, who has got pace. Ouattara's got the pace, and he was doing him a lot there, beating him a lot, and Burn resorted to fouling, and of course got sent off, as we know, eventually. But this refereeing was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And how he booked Ouattara for simulation when he was actually caught. He gave him a fucking yellow card. I don't know. This is crazy. These referees are absolutely pricks. I don't know. I think they want to be in the spotlight, to be honest. I just think they want to be seen to be doing the shit, doing this fucking, I don't know, trying to cock up some teams, and whatever, make shit decisions, and I don't know. I wish they'd just know that they're not the centre of attention. Yeah, they're out in the middle. They're the men in black. We're not black so much now, green and black or something, but they were the men in black, and but unfortunately, they're no Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, because they can't make us forget anything. All this shit that they've done. There's no flashy thing to make people forget. That's it, because it's all shit. It is fucking useless, and they are absolute. I don't know. The thing is, well, why can't they make proper decisions? Why? And even VAR isn't helping, even when they fuck it up. Let's be honest. I mean, because VAR told him that there was no touch. But why can he go and look for himself and make sure? Because there was a touch in that first one. More than there was for the second one. When a penalty was given. Oh, I don't know, this is fucking nuts. It doesn't get any better. It really doesn't. Yes, the West Londoners believe they should have been awarded a penalty after Dan Burn fouled Dango Ouattara inside the box. But it wasn't given. Burn did then foul Ouattara up for a penalty 10 minutes later, which Igor Thiago converted. The Brazilian striker then completed his brace in stoppage time. Keith Andrews made one change to the Brentford 11 with Aaron Hickey replacing Christopher Ayer at left back, with the Scotland international making his first B start since a 1-0 defeat to Man City in West London at the start of October. The first real chance of the game came after 17 minutes, when Brentford were wondering how a goalmouth scramble didn't end up in the back of the net. A Mikel Damsgaard free kick eluded everyone inside the penalty area and was saved by Nick Pope before Thiago and Nathan Collins both attempted to poke the ball towards goal, but not quick enough, were they? Not in there quick enough to do it. But were denied by half clearances. Hickey then tried his luck with a ball across goal from inside the penalty area, which was deflected and saved again by Pope, before it was scrambled away by his Newcastle teammates. Barnes gave Newcastle the lead on 28 minutes when the winger picked up a loose ball inside the area, and after a couple of dummies, he fired the ball low and hard into the back of the Brentford net. One chance, they scored. There you go. The Bees were close to equalising just 5 minutes later when the Michael Chiodi long throw was poorly punched away by Pope and fell to Hickey just outside the area. The fullback fired a half volley towards goal before his goal-bound effort struck a Newcastle defender and deflected wide. The Magpies defended a multitude of set pieces well to maintain their lead heading into half-time. Heading away and clearing numerous long throws and corners, the West Londoners chucked into the penalty area. There we go, there's the G-Tech in all its glory. This is photos, obviously, from Saturday. Yesterday. What am I talking about? It's yesterday. Photos from there. There's Hickey there in action. Aaron Hickey. That is the goalmouth scramble with when they could have put the ball in the back of the net, but Damsgaard put a fantastic delivery in. Could have scored. You always know if a referee has had a good game when you don't notice them during the game. Exactly, Warren. And unfortunately, you did notice this twat. Fucking Stuart Atwell. Yeah. Idiot. Absolute idiot. Absolute lump of shit. They're all pretty bad, these officials now, let's be honest. And he's one of the worst. Yeah, anyway, that goalmouth scramble there, and Bees just weren't quick enough to get into it, and only 2 or 3 in the area, if that. And it was cleared easily in the end. And Harvey Barnes there scored their goal. One effort, one chance, they score. But, yeah. Right. There's Jordan Henderson, who's actually very good again. He had a really good game, Jordan Henderson. That's been very good for us, to be honest, I must admit. I still don't really think he should play for England. I don't, he's hampering other players coming through, that are coming through and doing well. The younger players, be like again Luca. But, he's stopping them coming through. Keep playing Jordan Henderson. He's good enough for us. He's fine for us, but not for England. Sorry. No. He's got to stop this playing in for England. It's Tommy Tickle, and there you go. But that's what he keeps fucking doing. But anyway, yeah, that was the Schade goal, Kevin Schade. Actually, very good. I thought he was actually good in this game. He's not always. He's a little bit lazy, I think, and inconsistent. But when he turns up and he does things well, it's great. And here he done it. Scored with a header, of course. Another long throw by Schade. Superb long throw, a fucking rocket missile into the area. And actually, a Newcastle player headed it on. Botman there headed it on. Inadvertently, of course, but he headed it on. And Schade headed it in. And there he is, Kevin Schade, celebrating. Yeah, that was the first one. The foul when he touched him, Burn on Rotara. Total absolute foul. Definitely a penalty. How the fuck it wasn't given, I do not know. And it was more a penalty than the second one. More contact, yet not given. Schade and Thiago there, and Rotara celebrating there. Yeah, Brentford started the second period well with Yeehaw Yarmaluk forcing a save out of pipe less than a minute into the half. Damsgaard progressed the ball into the final third before laying it wide to his midfield teammate inside the box. The Ukrainian fizzed an effort towards goal, but it was stopped well by the feet of the Newcastle keeper. And the host's pressure paid off on 56 minutes when Schade long throw was missed by Pope and flicked back into a dangerous position by Newcastle defender Sven Botman, with Schade there to head home from close range. The Bees thought they should have been awarded a penalty just after the hour mark, when Rotara appeared to be tripped by Burn inside the box. Well, he was. However, referee Stuart Atwell decided to put the winger for diving. Fuck off, you idiot. And even after a VAR check, the spot kick wasn't given. Fucking terrible. Andrew's side had all the momentum and Thiago would have had a goal of the season contender if it wasn't for the fingertips of Pope. Yeah, great volley by Thiago. Brilliant, superb volley. Ball looped up towards the centre forward, who was 25 yards out, and he crashed the volley towards goal, which was tipped over the bar by Newcastle's number one. After a non-award of a foul from Burn on Rotara for a penalty 10 minutes previously, this time one was given. A sensational pass from Thiago over the top found the Burkina Faso international, and he poked the ball away from the defender as he tried to clear, which meant Rotara was wiped out just inside the 18-yard box. Thiago coolly dispatched the penalty pass substitute Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Of course, Mr. Ramsdale was in goal. Yeah, because Pope was injured, but he couldn't save it, thankfully. Who came on just before the penalty for his 7th Premier League goal of the season. Substitute Rico Henry made a phenomenal block to keep the Bees ahead. Lewis Hall travelled down the left-hand side and sent a cross into a dangerous position towards Anthony Elanga. However, Henry, who was called up to the Jamaica squad for the first time this week, yet can't get in the first team, start a game for some fucking reason. I wish I knew why, Keith, Mr. Andrews, what is wrong? Why can't you do it? Why can't you play this guy? I don't know. Slid in at the critical moment to prevent a certain goal. It was a superb interception. It really was. Superb interception. Yeah. And Thiago made sure the victory in stoppage time when a slide tackle by Malik Chow went into the path of the striker and finished smartly past Ramsdale. Sepp Vandenberg was so close to his first Brentford goal in the 98th minute. But for a good Ramsdale stop inside the 6-yard box, I thought he should have really scored, but still, good save by Ramsdale. Yeah. Tommy Tickle doesn't like it up him. Lucky Nazi. Sorry, we've got a German in charge. Well, yeah. They invaded Poland. They did start it, didn't they? Yeah. Don't mention the war. I mentioned it once. I think I mentioned it once already. I think I got away with it. Oh, yeah. Apparently Newcastle were attacking Kelleher. Kept shouting, "Don't panic! Don't panic!" Yeah. When Coyote got booked, Andrews was shouting from the touchline, "Don't tell him your name, Spike." Yeah. Very good, Warren. Anyway, these were the teams, the lineups. Brentford 4-3-3, Kelleher, Coyote, Vandenberg, Collins, Hickey. Henry came on for him in the 70th. Henderson, Yarmulke, Janelt came on for him in the 84th. Damsgaard, Jensen came on for him in the 84th as well. Vatara, Nelson came on for him in the 91st. Thiago and Schade. Subs not used: Valdemarson, Pinnock, Onyeka, Carvalho and Lewis Potter. Newcastle 4-3-3 as well. Pope, Ramsdale came on for him in the 77th. Trippier, Chow, Botman, Byrne, Tonali. Willett came on for him in the 77th. Gimaresh, Joel Linton, Ramsey came on for him in the 24th. Murphy, Elanga came on for him in the 77th. Barnes, Hall came on for him in the 77th. And Voltemada. Subs not used: Share, Lascelles, Kraft and Miley. Andrews, our second half performance was through the roof. Brentford head coach Keith Andrews talked through his side's performance in the 3-1 victory. It was thoroughly deserved. It was an outstanding performance, Andrews said. We maybe edged the first half without creating too many clear-cut opportunities. I would say we looked the more likely. Half-time going a goal down, I just wanted us to remain calm and focus on what we talked about before the game. There were a couple of tweaks on how we could improve things. I thought we were outstanding in the second half, and our performance levels went through the roof. Schade reveals key to victory after bad first half. Kevin Schade gave his thoughts on the Bees' win over Newcastle on Sunday. It was a tough first half, but a good second half in the end. I think the win was deserved, he stated. We just had to get the basics right after half time. They played much better at the start because we were playing so badly. Exactly, I agree with that, totally, 100%. We didn't change any structure or tactics. We just had to get those basics right. On his goal, he added, "It was a throw-in, and I just made sure I got to the second ball and headed it." Brilliant. Superb. He had a very good performance, I must admit, too, Schade. When he does that, when he turns up and does something, he's really good. He's quality. But he's just too inconsistent, the young man, the lad. He's too inconsistent, unfortunately. But yeah, now let's get to the player ratings. And starting with Kelleher, Quirvin Kelleher. Yes, conceded 1 goal. But I think he had a pretty good game. He didn't have that much else to do, to be honest. I don't think Newcastle really troubled him that much. But I thought he was pretty good. Yes, okay, conceded a goal. So therefore, I was going to give him maybe a 9, but I'm going to give him an 8. He was pretty good again, Kelleher. I thought he'd done pretty well. If anyone who watched the game wants to put their ratings in, do so. Of course you can. You can do all that. It's cool. So anyway, let's get on to defenders. The defenders, right? And who should we start with? Let's start with this young man again, Michael Schade. He was great. Yet again, it's amazing, this guy, this young man, and what a throw. Hell of a long throw on him. And that led to the equaliser. His long throw. He's marauding forward again, superb with the ball, coming forward. This guy's quality, and how long can we keep hold of him? That's the problem. No one in the Bees was saying we're doomed. I thought we were at for one moment, Warren, in that first half at least, but they proved me wrong in the second half. Great performance by the lads, you know. Amazing performance. But this young man has really impressed me. He's a mate. That's why Hickey's not playing at right back, I guess, because of this man. And he was superb yet again. And I'm going to give him a 9. I thought he was amazing, superb, absolutely incredible. Right, so let's get to the next one. And that's Collins, Nathan Collins, the skipper. Well, he actually had a pretty good game as well. I mean, you know, he obviously got the own goal against Palace. It's a bit shaky. I think he's having an up and down season, hot and cold at the moment. But when he's really on top and good at the back, he's brilliant. He's superb. And I think he was great here. I really do. I mean, not really as any issues with him this time. And thankfully, no own goal yet again. So, yeah, I think he was good, but I won't give him a 9. I'll give him about an 8. I know he can be even better than he was there. But an 8 for the skipper. And let's go to the next one, right, which is Vandenberg, who is actually going a lot better now. He's improved immensely. I wasn't sure what to make of this guy. I really wasn't. I didn't think he'd be good enough. What I was seeing, he was making some mistakes and things, but you know, got him from Liverpool. Was he somebody who's been discarded by Liverpool or throw away a reject? Liverpool just didn't want to keep hold of, because he's been out on loan to other teams as well. So, you know, and you keep thinking, well, he's been on loan to so many teams, and you say he's not stayed there. He's not stayed anywhere else, so he can't be that special. But I don't know. I think he's grown into a very good player here. I just think he's starting to look good now, and I hope I don't, get it wrong by saying all this and make it, make his form changes, the way he's going, playing change, because I don't want to kibosh that and say, say he's looking great and then suddenly starts fucking up all of a sudden, starts making mistakes. I think he's looking really good now. I'm going to give him a 9, I actually thought he was really good here again. Probably better than Collins, really. But Collins was good, was decent, but this guy was better, I thought. Anyway, right, let's get into the the makeshift left back again, who's not really a left back. That's Aaron Hickey. As great a player as this young man is, he's not a left back. He's not a left back. And Andrews keeps putting him there. Why? I just don't know. Why not Rico Henry? Why not even Lewis Potter? You know, both can play in that position, really. Instead, we've got a guy who's really not a left-footed left back. Primarily a right back. He's a brilliant right back, as we know. And Warren will testify to that he's class, you know, especially for Scotland. But I'm sorry he's not a left back, and that's not his fault that he's been put there. And but unfortunately, I can't give him a really high mark because he looked uncomfortable there at left back. And well, he done some decent things going forward. He had a fairly good effort, a goal, but it was deflected. I will give him probably a 7, but no more. He's just not a left back. And again, as I say, it's not his fault he's been put there. In fact, I'm going to give him a 6 because he's been wasted. He's not a left back at the moment, and I know how great a player he is, but at right back. So anyway, let's move on and get into the midfield. And Mr. Henderson again, John Henderson, who I actually thought was good again. Didn't do a lot wrong. He had another very good game, John Henderson. He does all this basic stuff right, the good things. And okay, I wouldn't say all his passes were that special this time. Not all. Anything amazing this time from him. But I still think he had a really great game, and I'm going to give him an 8. Jordan Henderson. He's not letting us down, no way at the moment, that's for sure. But please don't keep picking him for England, Thomas Tickle. You know, Tommy Tickle, you know, at the end of the day, there are other players around. While this guy is good, he's a fine player, and we're happy to have him at the Bees now. I didn't really want him to start with, but I think he's proved me wrong. And he still looks very good as a fine player, but he's just stopping other players playing for England. Really good younger players as well. And that's not right. So stop picking him. Let him keep playing for us, but not for England. Right, and let's get in. Go on to Yarma, or Yarmo, as we all call him. Well, he's good. Well, he's decent. This guy, he's improved a lot, to be honest. And you know, we all know Thomas Frank didn't really play him all that much. He had him mainly as a substitute, but then come on now and again. Maybe played him a bit more in the cup. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's quite there yet still. And in this game, he was found wanting a bit. He made a mistake. That goal, he gave it away. Their goal. Opening goal that put him in front. It was his mistake. So unfortunately, I can't give him a really high mark this time. There are some other good things he did do in the game. He's a terrier as well. He gets into the tackles a bit. I know that. And he gets up and down the pitch well. And a very good shot he had in the second half. Probably could have scored. He scored one goal before. In 2021, believe it or not, he'd scored 1 goal. That wasn't for us, by the way. But yeah, I'll give him, for that good shot he had as well, probably give him a 7. But for making a mistake and costing us a goal, I don't know. It's a 7, I think. That's all I can give him, really. It would have been more, but you just can't make those mistakes. But anyway, 7 for him. And right, and of course, Mr. Damsgaard. Now, what a player this guy is. An amazing player. Absolutely quality, this guy. But can we keep hold of him? I don't know. It's going to be hard. And again, I thought he was great in this game. At times, I really do. And not quite a 9, but I'll give him an 8 this time. Just sometimes he didn't do enough. He's still weak, of course. Can be pushed off the ball a bit too easily. He's a little bit weak. But other than that, he's amazing on the ball. We all know that. The ability he's got, the great passing and everything. So, definitely an 8, I think. Right, let's go on to... well, that was it, to be honest. Although we did have some subs coming on, as we know. We had a few subs, but I'll go back to them in a minute. Let's go to the strikers. And, of course, we'll go to Watara. I thought was great, actually. Was really good. That pace and, extra... pace and stuff, and very good. Looked dangerous yet again. Always terrorised Burn because of his pace, really. And led Burn to give away the penalty, of course. Well, the first one, it should have been a penalty. But eventually it was for the second foul. But it was him causing him trouble all the time. And that's why I thought he was great. I know he didn't score, but he always seems to have that, special thing about him. He got a few goals for Bournemouth, of course, was a very good player there. I'm going to I'll give him an 8. Not quite a 9, but an 8. And, got the penalty in the end. But yeah, so an 8 for Watara. And let's get to Kevin Schade, who I actually thought was really good. When he puts his mind to it, when he gets about it, when he's not lazy, when he decides to put in a performance, he's quality, this guy. And he's got all the attributes to be a really great player and a great player for us. And, could be another one to leave if he gets to his full potential. And I'm not sure he's there yet. He's still a long way off that, I think. But very good in this game. I thought he's a very good player. If he totally unlocks his full ability and potential, this guy could be an amazing player. I really do. I think he's that good. Germany could have a gem there, because I think he could get in the German team if he gets up to his full potential, great ability he's got, and does it consistently. Well, I think Germany will be picking him, that's for sure. But yeah, I thought he was great in this game. I really do. Scored a goal. very threatening. The pace, of course. So 9 for me for Schade. And a lot of these are not far from being man of the match, but the man of the match for me, of course, is this man. It's this man. Eagle Thiago, Eagle Thiago, la 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 la. Eagle Thiago, Eagle Thiago, la 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 la. Eagle Thiago, Eagle Thiago. Yes, Eagle Thiago. What a player. Didn't do much in the game at one stage. You didn't think he would be. He was there. He was actually on the pitch. But in that second half, he stood up. He started doing things. And, you know, it's about time. I wonder where he was, why he wasn't doing this earlier on in the game and stuff. But he was fantastic, especially near the end. And maybe Newcastle were tired a bit as well, which helped him. But I think he was incredible. Could have had probably a hat-trick again, let's be honest. That volley he had was tipped over the bar by Pope. Not Pope, sorry, Ramsdale. And, you know, he scored a penalty again, of course, and got through. I know it was sort of, I think it went off the Newcastle defender to find him in the end. I can't think of the Newcastle defender who he actually was, but may have been Trippier, I think, but I don't know. Can't remember now. But it went off one of them and found its way to Thiago, and he slotted it through Ramsdale's legs. I thought he suddenly kicked into life, spurted into life, and 2 goals again. And now I think he's on, it's 8 or 9 goals, 9 maybe. I think it's 9 now. So, yeah, incredible. He was amazing. So I'm going to give him a 10, the man of the match. You know, I thought he was amazing, this guy. He could actually play for Brazil now. You know, they're talking about that. Could he get into the Brazil team, the Brazil squad? If he keeps this going, definitely. He could be in that Brazil team. So, yeah. Let's hope he can. I think he's an amazing player when he's... And sometimes you don't notice him much, sometimes, when he's not always doing something. But he's there. He's a big guy as well. Big physical player. And he's got a little bit of ability as well, don't forget. And actually a bit more pace than you would think. So I think we've got another gem here. I really do think we've got another gem in this man. He was out all last season through that terrible injury, the ACL. That's a absolutely horrible injury. I really felt for the guy. You know, really felt for him. Been out that long. He was supposed to have been the Tony replacement, as we all know. But now he's coming into his own. He's having a great season, and he's injury-free at the moment, thank God. Fingers crossed, touch wood. That he's still fit. And he's going well. And again, he could be our top goal scorer at the end of this season. I think it'd be him, followed slightly by I'd say not far behind, but he will be behind Kevin Schade, maybe. As 2 good goals. Guatara, of course, could be in that as well, in that list. But I think he could be our great goal scorer again. We always seem to find them. We let some go. They always go, the big players, Bramos and the Vissers and so forth. And yet we still get a good one in to score goals. And he's brilliant. Anyway, let's go to the defenders, and we'll go to, the substitute, sorry. Rico Henry came on, as we know. Looks incredible. Came on for Hickey. Yeah. Why wasn't he playing? Why wasn't he on from the start? Can anyone tell me? I'd really like to know. Why wasn't this man on from the start? One great interception inside the penalty area as well. Amazing. Got forward superbly. Yeah, his crossing wasn't always great. That was unfortunate, let him down. But for looking amazing coming on, I'm going to give the guy an 8. I know he was a sub, but he come on and immediately looked amazing. He looked at home there, unlike Hickey, I'm afraid. So, yeah, an 8 for him. Now in the Jamaica team, as we know, been called up to the Jamaican team. Right, let's see who else we had. We had midfield, of course, we had Jensen came on. Again, looked pretty good. I don't know why this man can't get a start. I mean, and let's be honest, but he's come on and scored a few goals and yet can't start a game. And he looked great again when he come on, I thought. I'm going to give him a 7, though. He wasn't quite as outstanding as Rico Henry when he came on. So I'll give him a 7. But he still should be playing, this guy. He's been here a while now as well, Matthias Jensen. And he is quality, Danish international. The man is good. He's a fine player. Yeah, he can't get into this team. I don't know why. Another question for Keith Andrews: why is this guy not playing as well? I actually think he should be in ahead of Yarmouth myself, or maybe Henderson. I know Henderson's doing well, but definitely Yarmouth, because I don't think Yarmouth's really up to his full potential at all. Apparently full potential. So this guy's got it. He's already got it. He's got the experience, and that's what competition now for places will do. That will make you hungrier now to want to come in and do things. And we've now got that at the Bees. We've actually got competition for places, fighting, 2 or 3 in the same position, and we're making them fight to want to get back in the team, which is great. We need that. We need this. But anyway, let's get back to this and go to who else came on? Yannick. Yannick didn't do a lot. For me, didn't do much when he come on. He was all right, but 5, nothing really, nothing apart, not really anything. So 5. Who else? Nobody else in midfield, I don't think, no. So up front, was there any? Yeah, Reece Nelson came on for Atara. Yeah, Reece Nelson came on for Atara. He didn't do too badly, what I see. He didn't have a lot of time, though, to really make an impression. I think there's a good player here, I really do, if he stays fit, especially. We're not playing him as much. We should possibly put him in more. I think probably in the cup. He should definitely play a lot more there. So for me, though, I'll give him a 6. He did do a little bit when he come on, so a 6. Right, now let's get to... I think that was it. Yes, that was it. No more subs. And yeah, and as Warren's saying here, do a manager rating, Steve. And I will. And I know you put give Andrews a 7. Sorry, a 6. I'll give Andrews a 6. To be honest, yeah, can't disagree, but maybe I'll give him a bit more because we did actually win, didn't we? So I'm going to give you know what? I'm going to give him an 8. You know, he made some better choices. You know, I mean, okay, he stayed to his guns, kept to his guns, and kept the same pretty much team, the same tactics, really, even though we were bad to start with. But he stuck to his guns, and that's a good thing in a way, because you cannot always overly change things, overly think things and change things up when it's not totally bad, it's not totally wrong. And he stuck with it. He stuck with those tactics and strategy. And it worked out. In the end, it did work out. And we won the game. So I can't slag the guy off. I thought definitely an 8 in the end. Yeah. And to be honest, though, you know, when you give players instructions as manager, there's not a lot you can do about it once they cross that white line. It's down to them as well, you know, to execute those orders and, you know, whatever. So it is down to the players as well. They've got to execute these things properly, these instructions. And if they don't, then it's down to them, really. It's not always the manager's fault. And you could say the players didn't execute it well to start with, the instructions. But then they got back on it and come back, and I like that. I still think we were a better team in the first half anyway, even though Newcastle scored. I still think we were the better team, to be honest. And we really came into our own even more in the second half, I thought. So, yeah. So anyway, guys, as I say, I'm going to give Andrews an 8. So I thought it was a great performance, and you know, onwards and upwards now. We obviously got the international break. So no game till I think is it the 23rd, 22nd, 23rd, and I know, well, we've got Brighton away at the Amex, I think. So I will just quickly go into that. Just want to make sure. I'm sure it is at the Amex, but I know we've got Brighton, and that's going to be tough. So we never find it that easy against them. So it's not going to be easy. I mean, yes, it's at the Amex, and on Saturday, Saturday the 22nd of November, we got Brighton at the Amex. So yeah, it's that could be a real toughie, guys. It could be. But I'm glad we got into the international break with a win. That's important. So that'd be good. Now we can focus. We've got time now to work on a few things to get things right for when we come back and play Brighton. So yeah, that should be good. I'm looking forward to it. Follow me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182 and subscribe to Mr. B Highway Football Chat. And please smash those likes, guys. Please keep subbing. Please get me up to 200. All your love and support always means everything to me. You're all brilliant. You know, my followers on here and all that. So massive thanks to you all as usual. Brilliant. Thank you. I'm going to be doing probably the Buzz show. Maybe tomorrow. Later on, I don't know. It could be tomorrow. I was pretty much thinking of reviewing the games, Premier games last weekend. Well, the weekend just gone, I should say. I may do that. I'm not totally sure. I will see. Hopefully, I can. And doing one. Don't forget, also, guys, I'm doing one on a stream. Well, Warren's stream tomorrow, which is on his channel. Warren's Team Talk. Please check that out, guys. It's at 2:00. It's the Desert Island Goals, I believe it's called. Desert Island Games, sorry. And it'd be all, special games that meant stuff to me, greatest games that I enjoyed, and different means. Mainly, it's all going to be Brentford, I think, pretty much, the games. So please check that out, guys. That should be really good. I'm looking forward to it. She's always good on Warren's channel. Brilliant, great bloke and a great channel. Please go and show him your love there and keep subbing to him, smashing those likes. Great channel. Get his subs going up and everything as well, because it's brilliant. And really looking forward to that tomorrow, guys. So please check it out, at 2:00. But this has been great. Following on from that poor performance against Palace, well, we got a win. Brilliant. We beat Newcastle. I can't say they were amazing because they weren't. Let's be honest, they weren't. But you still got to beat what's in front of you. Newcastle had been struggling away, as we all know. They're still a good team. Don't get me wrong. They were great in the Champions League, of course. But, when you've got a team down like that, you should, really stamp on their throats and really, follow through and be ruthless and really, take them down. And I think we did. We probably could have had more than 3, to be honest. Again. Sorry, it's not live. We are. Oh, right, yeah. Recording it. Well, all right, yeah. No worries, mate. But yeah, it'd still be good anyway. Still tune in, check that out, guys, and yeah, that should be great. I'm really looking forward to it anyway. So, but yeah, you can watch it whenever it comes out, recorded. So, brilliant, guys. But anyway, I'm going to bounce. I'm going to enjoy my evening. Happy after yesterday. And check out a few things. Probably watch a bit of telly and other things. And for the time being, guys, till the next one, I'm out of here. I'm going to bounce. Cheers, everyone. Thanks to the live chat, everyone there. And you all watching either live or on playback. Thanks, guys, and goodbye. Cheers.